Hello and welcome to lesson 7.2, Parallelograms Part 1. In this lesson, we're just looking at segment lengths, so the sides of the parallelograms and the diagonals inside of parallelograms. So let's look at this first part, which says opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. That means that these two sides opposite each other are equal to each other, and these two sides that are opposite, those are also equal to each other. All right, so there's an example here in the box, but let's look at number 1. So it says find the measurement indicated in the parallelogram. So it's telling us that this is indeed a parallelogram. So we know that these opposite sides are equal. So if this side's 23.8, so is the missing side. So my answer is 23.8. So go ahead and pause the video, try number 2. And hopefully that didn't take too long. We should just recognize that this is 12.6. Okay, so again, opposite sides, those are equal to each other, the same number. Now we're going to use that same concept for example. It looks like 3 got cut off here, so just number that 3 and 4. So since we know the figure is a parallelogram, to solve for x, we know that the sides are going to equal each other. So my equation is going to be 20x plus 1 is equal to 22x minus 1. And then go ahead and solve for x. So I want to start with the smaller variable because that's going to keep things positive. So let's cancel out 20x on both sides. That leaves me with 1 equals 22 minus 20 is 2, so 2x. Bring down the minus 1. Now we're going to add 1 to both sides. We still want to get x by itself. So that gives us 2 equals 2x. And my last step is divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, so x is equal to 1. Go ahead and pause the video and try number 4 by yourself. All right, number 4 is the same exact thing. Since they're a parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. So 2x minus 7 is equal to x plus 1. So let's start with canceling out x over here. Right? If I have a variable on both sides, the smaller one is going to keep things positive. I could cancel out 2x on both sides. That would leave me with a negative on the right. So 2x minus x is x. Bring down minus 7. Bring down positive 1. And last step is adding 7 to both sides. So x is equal to 8. All right, so front of this sheet, we're just saying that the two sides are equal, right? Pretty simple, but if you have any questions, let me know. And now we're getting into diagonals on the back. So let's highlight again that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, meaning they create two congruent lengths. So let's highlight the two congruent lengths. That means this diagonal that I'm kind of hovering over is bisecting this line into two equal lengths. Just like this diagonal that I'm hovering over is bisecting this one into two congruent lengths. And in these questions, you can look at this example later to help you out. But in these questions, they're either going to give us the parts and we're looking for the whole, or they're giving us the whole, we're looking for the part. You just kind of have to read the question, label your drawing, your picture, and then you're going to write an equation from there. All right, so number 5. Let's label. So it says VS is 16. So go ahead and write on the drawing that VS, this part from here to here, is 16. And it's saying find VT. So let's find this entire thing. Right? So if these are equal to each other, right, that means this side is 16 too. So VT has to be 16 plus 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. And that's our answer. So go ahead and pause the video, try number 6 on your own. All right, so it says EM is 22.1. So go ahead and write on the drawing what is EM from here to here. That's 22.1. And you're trying to find EG, which is this entire thing. So if this is 22.1, so is this one. So our entire thing, EG, is going to be 22.1 plus 22.1. So 22 and 22 is 44. 0.1 and 0.1 is 0.2. So our answer is 44.2. All right, so now we're getting into equations, but again, same concept. So still label your drawing, and that's going to help you set up the equation. So it says SQ is 7. So that means this part from here to here is 7. And then QU is x minus 2. So I know these lengths are equal to each other. So that means x minus 2 is equal to 7. And all I have to do is add 2 to both sides. And x is equal to 9. Go ahead and pause the video. Try number 8 by yourself. All right, so we have QE as 3x plus 9. Okay, so we're going to label that. And then QS, this entire thing, is 10x minus 2. So this one is a little bit different, a little bit harder. So if you didn't figure it out, it's okay. So I have QE is 3x plus 9. That means this other side is also 3x plus 9. So if I know, or I know if I add these two together, they're going to give me the whole thing. So my equation is going to be 3x plus 9 plus 3x plus 9 is equal to 10x minus 2. So let's combine like terms. 3x and 3x is 6x. And then 9 plus 9 is 18. And that's equal to 10x minus 2 still. So I'm going to draw my line, start with a smaller variable and cancel that out. That leaves me with 18 equals, and 10x minus 6x is 4x minus 2. And I'm going to add 2 to both sides. I'm running out of room yet again, so I'm going to go way up here. So I have 20 equals 4x. Yep. And I don't want to divide both sides by 4. So x is equal to 5. All right, so with the congruent sides of parallelograms, that's pretty simple. They're just equal to each other. The diagonals, I can see it getting a little bit harder to understand, but that's why you need to label the drawings, right? If it's giving you the half, label the half that it's giving you, right? And note those are congruent to each other. See that in the past, in the 5 and 6, right? And 7, right, if they give us one of them, then in the other, they're going to be equal. And number 8, if they're giving us one in the whole thing, we have to know we're basically adding that to itself, right? These are going to be congruent and they're going to equal the entire thing. So if you label the drawings, you will get it right. If you have any questions on how to label or how to do the practice, please come and ask me. I will help you. Otherwise, I will see you in the next lesson. Bye.